right, folks, you want evidence? Here's evidence. I've said it. How's it working out for you, the Tim Kellers of the world and all the woke pastors that are going on a tour apologizing because of what the Supreme Court did for Roe v. Wade? We should all be celebrating. And I've said it in the past, and I'll say it again. This is a spiritual war. It's a battle between good and evil. It is not what a lot of people are framing it out to be. Shame on these guys that are continuing to support the Democratic Party in doing what they are doing. I'm looking at an article right now. For those of you that are watching this video, this article was released about 5 or 6 days ago, but it says this: House Democrats on Tuesday blocked a Republican resolution that would have condemned the violence seen by radical pro-abortion activists at churches and pro-life pregnancy centers in recent months. Now, let me read to you a portion of this article because it is very, very important. And I really agree with what the person in Breitbart is saying here. Look at what they say. It says this. It says, after the U.S. Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade was leaked in May, churches and pregnancy centers saw an onslaught of attacks from radical pro-abortion activists. For example, an individual reportedly lit and threw a Molotov cocktail into a Wisconsin family actions facility. Further, the radical pro-abortion group Jane's Revenge admitted to vandalizing and threatening 4 churches in Washington. Now, first of all, I just want to simply say this. If you are one of those cowards that would come to a person like me and say, you're not pro-life, you're pro-birth, because you don't care about what happens to these babies after they're born, I would say, shame on you, you hypocrites. You have no idea what you're talking about, because the reality is, not only do we care about their lives, we care about their birth. Not only do we care about all of that, we care about what happens afterwards, and you clowns are the ones that are burning everything down. You are the people that are trying to put an end to these pregnancy centers and try to put an end to churches that are trying to communicate how important it is to save a baby's life. And the reality of it is a wonderful day. It was one of the greatest days of our nation's history when Roe v. Wade was overturned and that piece of garbage Casey case was overturned. Why? Because it was on that day, you civil rights activists, when about 1,000 black babies were being saved. It's because of that law. 1,500 black babies a day are being killed. 3% of the population, our childbearing population, are black women, yet they account for 50% of the abortions in this country. Anybody who says that Roe v. Wade being overturned was a bad thing is a fake hypocrite. You're a racist, you're a bigot, and you really don't care about what's actually going on in the lives of these babies. Because not only do we care about these babies living, we care about the quality of their lives and how they live. That's why we are all advocates for abortion, or for adoption, not abortion. That's why we're all advocates for all of these things. This is so incredibly important that you guys understand how serious this is, how much of a reality it is that so many lives are being lost as a result of this carelessness that people have just for the sake of convenience. It's evil. This is the battle of good versus evil, and it is time that we stand up for good. It's time that we stand up for righteousness. The lives of these little babies are at risk. Think about this for a second, folks. What kind of a foolish argument can somebody make when they say you only care about birth, so because you only care about birth, we'll kill the baby since you don't want to give the baby a better life? It's ridiculous. It's absolutely absurd. This is a spiritual battle. It's a battle between good and evil, and we should be unapologetic about our desire to save the lives of babies. Jesus is coming soon, and we need to turn this up, and we need to work harder than we ever have before to defend the life of the unborn and to do what God has called us to do. It's time to stand for righteousness, folks. God bless you.